Hello everyone, today we're going to be talking about the listing process and how we got this home on the market and some of the ways that we're really differentiating it. Hello everyone, my name is Madison Arthur, a local broker in the region helping buyers and sellers. Now, let's jump right in. So our first initial step is going to be the walkthrough. Here we're going to meet you at your home and we're going to walk through comparable properties, your timeline, desired goals, and overall the proposed plan that we have for your property. Now during this time, we're also going to walk through your home with you and take note of any major renovations, special features, and just kind of start to formulate an idea as to who this home really suits best so that we can start storytelling, which is at the forefront of our marketing plan. Now, once you've officially hired us, the real work begins and we start to build out a timeline for you. Now, this is going to outline everything that needs to happen right up until launch day and exactly who is responsible for each item on the agenda. At this point, we both have a little bit of homework to do. On the seller's end, they're going to collect all of the permits, receipts, and invoices associated with any work they've done with the home or any pertinent information worth sharing. And on my end, I'm going to begin establishing all of the contracts and written agreements that we're going to have together. And then I'm going to start calling all of the vendors that are going to service your home, depending on what we ultimately agreed upon. Now, once our timeline has been established, it's really time to actually get your home prepped for market. Every property is a little bit different and every seller chooses to do a different level of work to set their home up for success. Now, the particular property and listing that we're in today has seen extensive remodeling. The yard has been professionally landscaped, it's clean, it's really all good to go. The only component that we needed to figure out was staging. And ultimately we decided these sellers have great furniture, so we used their current furniture, but just did a little bit of fluffing, which means decorating. So that's just kind of an example, but some homes need extensive work, whether that be new paint, cosmetic upgrades like finishing cabinets, potentially even landscaping. It really does depend, but that's what my job is for, and I'll help you figure out what you need to do. Now, once your home is prepped and ready for market, our marketing plan starts to kick in. And we of course do all the basics: MLS key box, outdoor signage, websites, multiple listing service, booties, silent talkers, the works. But we also go above and beyond because in this day and age, marketing is critical. When it comes to print marketing, we do two things that are a little bit different than what you may find other listing brokers do. Now, the first is we don't just do flyers, we do full-on booklets. These detail special features about the property, improvements and renovations that you might have done, things that you loved about living here, and interactive map guides that link to online resources for prospective buyers to use. Now, we also do full-on print neighborhood campaigns. So we'll send out postcards right when your home lists, and then as it's on market, we'll continue to send out stuff until we get your home sold. Now, as listing agents, what we find to be super valuable is good and high quality feedback. So what we'll also do is have a feedback form with some sort of incentive, typically a gift card, and we're going to have any buyer who comes through the house or buyer broker fill these out to give us as much information as we can about how the home is performing. Now, when it comes to digital media, this is also where we really shine. So first and foremost, we actually do a little bit of work for the buyer brokers and not just those who are in the market to buy a home. What we do is in the multiple listing service, we create a Jot Forms link. This is for agent access, and it has all the receipts of your work, invoices, anything that might pertain to your home that is important for the prospective buyer to see. And we make sure that agents get this immediately before even stepping foot in the home. Now, we also have QR codes in our booklets that link to these resources so buyers can also use them, but it's nice for the agent to see it so that they can provide their buyer with good resources. Now, we live in an age of social media, so when it comes to marketing your home, digital media is super critical. First, we'll do a full 3D tour with Matterport that allows people to see the entire footprint of your property from their home. Now, we're also going to create multiple reel style videos. These are vertical videos that showcase your property and the special features about it with voiceovers so that people online can hear about your home, learn about it, and gain a little bit of interest. We will also do high-end professional photography and videography so that we can push out as much content about your property as we can. At the end of the day, if we've got your home on the market, it's going to have a lot of interest because we're going to push it out online. And when we do input it into the MLS, keep in mind that everything that we do will be also posted on Zillow and Redfin and all of those third-party consumer sites. Now, let's jump into what happens when your home actually hits the market. Now, when your home officially hits the market, the most important piece is pricing. Otherwise, all of the marketing that we've done is for absolutely nothing. We need people through the doors. So throughout the minute that we do our first walkthrough through when your home actually goes live, pricing is at the forefront. We're going to do multiple CMAs, give you weekly updates all the way up until we launch. Now, once we launch, we're not going to do 2 weekend open houses. We're actually going to do 4: Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. The reason is because in-person marketing is where you really find the connections in the community, potential neighbors, and you are able to talk about the home in person, sharing its special information. So that's something that we find to be really important. Now, we're always going to keep you informed on your listing throughout the time that it's on market. Ideally, we get it sold really fast, but if we don't, every Monday you're going to get a detailed report of the market, what is pending, what's sold, so that you can really understand where your home sits. And from there, we're going to get you a buyer. And once we do, we're going to negotiate on your behalf to get you the best terms possible that make sense for you and your circumstances. Every home tells a story and has that perfect buyer waiting for it, and our job is to find who that person is. And we also want to make sure that throughout this whole entire process, you as a seller feel like you made the right decision to work with us. Now, if you are a seller in the market looking to sell in Northwest Washington, let's connect. All of my information is linked down below. And if you want to learn more about this home, I actually am listing it. It's live right now, and I've also linked that as well. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you for the next one. Bye.